folks, we're in action.
Race is 7-9.
9-7 race, that's right. Good shot there by John. Oh boy, he's not gonna like it.
Oh, ouch.
Omar's loving it. Although he's got his poker face on.
Yeah, you can't tell that he doesn't like that at all.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you do with this? Kick it?
Yeah, you have to pray and kick. I like to actually kick with a lot of spin on the short rail. Basically, try to hit as deep as you can, and you want to come across the face of the 8 so that the 8 ball hits the long rail and comes straight back across, and the cue ball goes down table.
So
which
he's
is
doing a mass A1.
Yeah, that's the shot.
There it is. And get a rail. Here's your rail. It's kind of straight though.
Yeah, I mean, I see what John was doing there. I just felt like there was no separation between the balls. I would have. I mean, maybe
Hit
it was.
harder?
Yeah, hit harder, and not dig in so deeply into the ball. But obviously, he kind of got away with it. He left the tough shot. I mean, on this table, these shots are not easy.
Oh no, this table is ridiculously difficult. I think the pockets are cut a little bit different than just about every other table
Oh
in
yeah,
this
absolutely.
place.
Yeah, these are different. 100%.
Everything likes to rattle.
Yeah. You cannot touch the rail coming in.
Yeah, that's pretty though.
He hit it beautiful. What a great shot there by Omar. And who put Omar on the loser side?
That would be Bo Runnigan.
Oh.
Bo just drilled him. He's running racks, running racks, running racks.
That's what it takes. A good shot there by Omar.
Yep.
Very good shot.
Nice and in line.
I mean, it's always a little tricky to be shooting off the cushion here. I like to elevate the butt end of the cue just a bit, just so you can dig into it more. But he's staying flat, relatively flat. I like it with speed here.
There it is.
Good shot.
Back of the pocket.
Good shot.
Well, he got one, so he's not getting shut out. I'm sure he's happy with that.
All right, shout out to West State Billiard Supply. And my man, Tony Rodriguez. What's up, Big T?
So who took you out of the tournament?
Besides myself, Kelly Chuberico from Hawaii. He actually played great against me.
Well, he had to.
Yeah, and then I played Brian, and he played solid. I had Brian dead in the water, and I just played poorly.
Yeah, you got hill with Brian, right?
Yeah, I have a shot to win it, and I overcut it easy. Not an easy ball, but it was a tough shot, actually. But I missed the ball, and whatever.
You got a nice break by Omar.
Nice break.
At least you can see the one.
Yeah. Well, dry.
Oh, he didn't get any.
No, he dry.
Which is odd. Omar's actually got a huge break.
He does hit him good.
It's not a Joey Chin break, but not bad.
Yeah.
And Lee Brett was actually breaking really well earlier in this match.
He's a pretty solid player.
Absolutely. He was making 4, but then getting hooked. It was sad.
Nice.
I think the table sharked him. All right, so now we got what? 2-6. Just hide?
Yeah. Hit from our perspective, the right side of the 2-ball, which is John's left side of the 2-ball, and use the 9-10 as blockers. So you want the cue ball to hit the long rail on the right side of the table. No, he's going the opposite way. He's going to hit it full so that the 2-ball stays still. Oh, that's a bad shot. That was a really bad shot. No rail.
Leave him. Oh, no rail. Then,
Foul.
Yeah. Mr. 400 giving Omar a chance.
Yeah. I like Omar's chances this match. I feel like Omar's is playing at a good pace. He's not playing intimidated.
Well, these two have known each other for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, John plays golf, as does Omar, and like at a high level.
Oh, John plays great golf. Yeah, John's probably the best golfing pool player in the world. It'd be hard pressed to find somebody to play him a set of each even. Maybe Johnny Archer is the only one that might come close, or Jeremy Jones.
You know, it's funny. Golf and pool are so similar, certainly with putting and aiming, and a lot of the mechanics. So I'm not surprised that it transfers over. You find a lot of pool players that also like to think they're golfers.
Yeah. Kim Davenport played really good golf too. Kim Davenport was a good golfer, obviously a world-class pool player. Meanwhile, Omar is just muscling his way around the table.
Yeah, hitting pretty good today. Off the rail, get off the rail. All right, so this one, top left, come around a couple rails to get straight on the 7.
Actually, yeah.
Yes, I got it right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Two cushions. You don't want to hit the third cushion because you want to play a nice steep angle for the 7.
Oh, you only have one cushion.
He was a little straighter on that ball than we thought.
Well, I can't tell from here if it cuts in the side real nice.
Not easily, but it does cut. The side pockets here are, the cut of the slate is pretty shallow. You see that? He missed that ball, but the slate is pretty shallow, so it accepted it, which means it's cut deeper into the playing surface. That on a diamond probably hangs up because the slate's a lot deeper.
Yeah, well, diamond tables play different than any other table.
Oh, yeah.
I was in Chicago playing some, and even the bars out there have diamond tables. 9-foot diamonds in like a regular bar.
Yeah.
And the players out there, they're rated a 4 in APA or something, but on a 9-foot diamond. You bring them on to, the APA Nationals where they're playing 7-foot valleys. They're ridiculous. But yes, the play is much different depending on the type of the table.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players all across the country. And over there, the diamond tables, like in Louisville and Indiana, everyone's got diamonds. Yeah, it's,
Midwest is a diamond country, apparently.
yes. Yeah, because the factory's in New Albany, Indiana.
There it is.
Nice shot. Wow.
Omar up 4-0 on John.
I don't think John Schmidt would gamble with Omar giving up 4 games on the wire to 9.
That would be a tough one. I don't think he would choose to do it.
No, I don't think he would choose to. I think he would if he had to, but I don't think he would enjoy it. So Jane, tell us a little bit. A lot of people don't know who you are. This is Jane Chalks.
Jane Chalks. I have an Instagram. If you're not following me, you should. A little Facebook. The website is up as well. You can visit me there. All my Instagram shots are up. You can also see quite a few of my favorite players. Their highlights on the Jane Chalks website under the Players tab. And just watching good pool. Lots and lots of it. I see it every day, and I decided to share it with the world because, oh my God, some of these players out here make the most phenomenal shots.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen you catch a lot of good shots on IG because I follow you on Instagram. And
well, it all started because I wanted my own highlight reel, and then everybody else wanted one too. And it's one of the most fun things because pool's so hard to explain to somebody that's not actually watching it.
Right.
I did this or I did that. You don't really understand what that
hard
cut
to really
was.
replicate what a situation like. There's so many times where I wish I kind of had that shot on film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wish I had that on video. And so with technology today, most of it I do it with my iPhone, and you can just catch lots and lots of great shots. And there's so many fantastic players that it's just fun to, you don't know what they do for work or what they do in their real life, but then they step up to the table and they just can do some amazing things. And it's been a real good time just finding them and showing them off and sharing it with the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile,
Omar's hitting a gear here. He's getting a little bit more confident.
He's smoothing balls in like it's butter. Yeah. He hit that ball a little rough, but it went in. He hit it smooth. He hit it.
Got a shape.
Everything good here. He's gonna have to punch this ball. He's a little straighter than I'm sure he wanted to. He's gonna punch it. There you go.
There he is, right off the rail.
Now, a lot of times this angle's a little too steep to put high inside. It will slide off. You're almost better off going 3 cushions right where his Q6 aiming and play
Wow,
for
going all the way around
all the
the
way-
9 and 8.
Yes, and then play the 6 ball in the upper right-hand corner. That way you have a bigger target zone for positional play.
1, 2, that just like you called it.
Yeah, but he played it for the side. See, I wouldn't do that because it's very easy to go where he's at, on the wrong side of the ball. Where if you played in the corner, it's automatic position. Now you're coming across the line of positional play.
Across the shape zone.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going out, you're going away from, now you're crossing the shape zone, whereas if you're going into the shape zone, your landing zone's a lot bigger.
It's a little bit more forgiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your speed control doesn't have to be on point. Jane Chalks Smallwood is Jane's Instagram. That's her IG handle.
It is IG. You can search for me. You'll find it. Jane, JaneChalks. Oh, Omar. Gee, he's going to get away with it, though.
He did get away with it, but the positional play on the 8 is going to be difficult here. He's going to have to
spin the 7 in and hope you don't scratch because you're spinning. Come off that side rail, and he might end up perfect on that 8. It's just it's a touchy shot. No, not what you would do.
It's hard to say. If the 7 ball's frozen on the rail, I agree 100% with your observation. If it's not frozen, then it kind of changes the dynamics of how the cue ball's going to react. It's going to kind of bump the 9, I think. I feel like he's going to bump the 9 if he goes inside.
Look at that. Off the back rail.
He beat it. Wow. He came all the way in front of it.
You know,
it's a good shot.
The hard way sometimes can pay off.
Yeah.
God knows I run my racks that way.
That's a great shot there. So now Omar's seeing. I think Omar's a little straight. So he's debating whether he wants to follow forward and play short side position on the 9, or draw it back to where he's at and shooting a tougher shot on the 9
to get to the 10.
To get to the 10. I personally like playing short side just because you're close to your work. As long as even if you're dead straight in on the 9, you can still draw it out because you're so close to the ball. I don't want to punch it. I want to just roll it forward. That's my personal preference. But again, it varies on the positional.
And he miscues. Maybe he gets safe. Oh, that's so not safe. 8-10. Doesn't look like it goes, though.
The 8-10 carom goes, but not very well.
That would be a tough one on this table.
It is tough. I think John's going to shoot the 8 cleanly.
You think it goes past the 10?
Yeah, it goes past the 10, for sure. 100% goes.
You don't play the safe here, though?
No. The old me, maybe, yeah. The old me plays a carom and plays the 8 ball down on the short row. But the new me, I cut this ball in.
This is 27 you?
The 31 me.
Oh?
I'm 31 now.
Oh, that's clean.
He dug into it so much, he got terrible position. It's not as bad as I thought.
You know, John really likes to spin.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's not too bad. He's going to go 3 cushions and send the cue ball towards the center of the table. He's not even going to. He's going to focus more on making the 9 with outside English, running English.
So that's what, top right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Right.
Wow, it was a steep cut.
It sure was. But he nailed it. Now he's on the 10. That shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, tough shot though here. Jay, the hewing out the cushion here, we don't like it here. I promise you, he's not loving this shot.
And it didn't like click.
It went in easily. 4-1.
4-1. John's on the board.
Big momentum change from 5-0 to 4-1. Big swing.
One big miscue. You know, I bet you Omar switched to his Predator shaft. He goes back and forth and back and forth. He makes a shot, miscues, does something, changes back.
Oh, boy.
But, you know, he was dancing around the first couple games, so we'll see. We'll keep it up. Keep going.
Absolutely.
How many players did you have today? Or yesterday?
100.
Straight 100. Well, that is a lot of players.
That is a lot of players.
That filled up this room very nicely.
Yeah, it's nice. Because we have been hitting a couple slow patches with like 54 players and like 61, and I was like, oh, well, maybe the pool players are getting bored of this tour, you know? I don't know. And then boom, 100 players, and it's like, hey, pulls back.
And why the choice to play 10 ball? Why not play 9 ball here at Hardtimes?
Ideally, I try to switch it up, and the reason why I like to have 10 ball here at Hardtimes is because of the amount of tables that they have. The bigger pool rooms play 10 ball, just because I feel like 9 ball in this situation, in this setting, will go by extremely quickly, like super fast.
Sorry, what time were you here till last night?
5. Too late.
Oh, what a jump.
Wow.
He knows I love those.
I don't know. I've had so much people demand 10 ball, 10 ball, 10 ball. And I know I like 10 ball, but next season I don't think we're doing any 10 ball. I think it's going to be all 9 ball, just because.
Put the luck back in the game for the rest of us. That's all I'm saying. Give me a little bit more, just a little bit. If I can get lucky just once.
Believe it or not, I feel like you have a better opportunity if you're a weaker player, if you feel that way, against in 10 ball than you do in 9 ball.
Well, people aren't just running out.
Exactly.
No,
you're
I
going to
get
get
that.
innings, and it's harder to run out, and people make more mistakes.
It's harder for all of us, though.
That's true. It is harder for everyone.
And some of these guys are breaking 10 ball like they break 9 ball. They're making 3-4 balls on the break.
Yeah, in particular on the TV table, because we're using the new tournament set balls here, and the rest of the tables on the other side, it's like impossible to get a good rack because the balls are so worn in.
Yep.
And
he hit that a little bit long. I don't think he thought about where he wanted to be as much as he probably should have.
yeah, that was he was reaching, he was stretching on that shot, and the danger behind making this on the side is that you're going to come real close to clipping the 5, which wouldn't be a bad shot. Clip the 5. What's the worst that can happen? Or clip the 9. Draw into the 9.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Into the 5 with a little bit of distance.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's not bad.
There's some chalk tapping happening there. I'm not sure he liked that.
Yeah, he just it's a little too steep of an angle for him. So now he feels like he's got to shoot it in the side and draw with low outside to kill it for the 8 ball short side. I don't think he likes shooting in the corner and sending wide E4 rails. Wow, what a shot.
Look at that. Come right in under the 10. Wow.
Good shot.
So where is the next stop?
Next stop is in Petaluma, California, February 4th and 5th.
9 ball?
9 ball.
Awesome. It's pretty good. Little
Good
angle to
angle.
get back down for the 10.
Perfect. Now you have the option to draw it across or just punch it across. I like punching it across. I just feel like it's a more natural position to get there. Yep.
Just punched across. There you go.
And Omar is showing Mr. 400. What's up? Good shooting, bud. Omar should be proud. He's fighting with a world-class professional.
I'm sure he's proud. And you know what? My favorite shot there was the jump shot.
Yeah, it's a great opening shot. He made a great out. Shit. I mean, it's not much you can ask for.
It's a good run.
Yeah.
Especially on this table. So, who are our sponsors here today?
The turtle rack. This is the one John's racking the balls with.
Tell me why you like the turtle rack over, say, a magic rack or a regular rack you'd find in a room.
The biggest benefit behind the turtle rack is definitely the thickness of the plastic. It's not as flimsy as, say, the magic rack. The magic rack folds and bends very easily. I've actually had my turtle rack at home for since the tour started.
How long's the tour been going on? 2 years? 3 years?
And I beat the living daylights out of my pool table, as you can imagine, and it still racks the balls excellent. So I just think it's a far superior rack, in my opinion, to all the templates. The other one that works pretty good is that Renfro one, the AccuRack, but I don't think it
Look
will
at
last.
that break.
Wow.
My gosh. I know he's standing up from the camera, but wait till he moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He made 4 balls on the break.
It's pretty strong.
He can see the one. That's a nice break.
I don't think he can make it, though.
Oh no, is the 6 just in the way?
Yeah, the outer edge of the 6 gets in play. It's close. 4 rail position for 4 rail safe, yeah.
2, 3, 4, and right in between that 9, 10, under it. Yep.
Perfect. Now, Omar, what he needs to do is call the one in the upper right-hand corner, or the lower right-hand corner, I should say, excuse me, and hit this one ball as full as possible.
There you go, he just called it.
The reason why you want to hit it full is because you want to create as much separation between the one and the cue ball as possible.
So it's going to be speed. You want to keep the cue ball down table.
Exactly. That's why you have to hit it full. See, hit it too thin.
He's going to get lucky and hide by the 6.
And hit a rail.
Wow. And did he hook him on the
Yeah, he hooked him
point?
halfway. No, not on the point, but behind the 6. He cannot make it. I don't think he can make it.
A little masse, maybe?
No, he's turning it. Yeah, you're right. He's turning it with outside English. Oh, he's going to cross it. Wow.
There it is.
Barely fit.
This is going to be one of those quick racks.
For Omar. It is a tough shot. He overcut it real bad.
Oh boy.
Yep.
He's tight on that, but that's doable. Okay, so why is he elevating? Is it just to get the back spin?
No. The reason why he elevates is because he kind of killed it. So what happens is when you elevate the cue, you create more energy into the object ball and less into the cue ball. So he wants to control the cue ball. Oh, sure. He hit that one a little short.
It's a little short, but
Kind of jumped up on it a little bit, but
I think he's kind of excited about this rack.
Yeah, he wants to put some pressure back on Omar because right now Omar's in cruise control. Good shot. Tough shot again. On the rail.
Oh wow, look at how much angle he ended up with.
Yeah, he ended up with way more than I'm sure he hoped. This is not a hanger by any means.
He got it.
No?
5-2.
Getting ourselves a good match here. John's still in a bad spot because he still hasn't beaten the spot. It's 5-2. It's a 3-game separation. Big difference from the 2-game original separation. Now it's a shorter race. So now for John to win, he's got to win 7-3 to win Hill Hill.
That is tough. That's a tough spread to beat.
Exactly. You know, that's why people complain about the handicap that it's not enough. I mean, getting 2 games on 9, a professional player needs to beat an amateur 9-6 to win Hill Hill. 9-6. That's 3-to-1 ratio.
But you lumped everybody into that 7. So you have Omar, who's kind of a high 7, and then you have some weaker players that are definitely lower 7.
Yeah, absolutely. But the only thing is, where's that line between crossing over from the lower 7s to the... It's a fine line. And then people are saying, oh, well, how is he a 7 and plus? We're thinking about having a 7 plus.
7 plus, okay.
And then... Or a 6. We're going to probably introduce a 6, but it's as it is. I'm already getting complaints like Cena.
Yep.
You know, and Cena had played several events with us, and he got 9th through 12th in one, and I believe like 13th to 16th in another.
He is playing incredibly strong.
He's playing incredibly strong. How am I supposed to predict that he's going to decide to come out of his shell and play great this event?
Well, because he placed top 5 at least this round.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean he moves up to an 8 next time?
I can't. 9 to unless he gets 1st or 2nd.
Unless he gets 1st or 2nd.
But I'm not going to tell him that.
No. You can't let him know. By the way, you're going to go up. But he has so strong.
I want them to do good. I want 7s. We want them. We don't want to punish somebody for improving or playing better.
No, you want to acknowledge them for their accomplishment.
My wife. God bless her heart.
That's right, you're a newlywed.
That's right. 2 months. I've seen it, Des. I've seen it like 25 times.
All right, I think we're back. They took a short break. Where's John? Are we actually starting?
Yeah, I think so.
Speed to get on that too.
Absolutely perfect.
So as a pro, what do you think is the most common mistake amateurs make?
That's a good question. Probably the most common mistake amateurs make is definitely their decision making. I feel like they have like say I've had many situations where the amateurs got control of the match. They have, say, example, a 2-game handicap, and they have the game in their hands, and they get too excited to run out, and they don't play as easy safe. So I think the decision making between going for a shot and playing safe is the biggest denominator in talent and basically play.
I think that's true. Safeties are one of the most underrated parts of the game, and it really does. Once you get to a certain level, that's what starts to make the difference.
Oh, absolutely.
How good are your safeties? Because everybody can get out now if they're open.
Yeah, everyone runs out pretty similarly.
But they can if they can't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh!
I hit that ball pretty well.
Yeah.
Not good enough, though.
Yeah, I was recently told by a friend of mine, put the cape away, put the cape away, put the cape away.
Yeah.
Just start playing safety.
High percentage ball. Oh, Jesus. You hit that one terribly.
You know, when they're hanging in the pocket, you take them a little bit for granted.
Yeah, he didn't dig into it. He wanted to stroke that ball much more. I think he overcut it a little bit, so that kind of, the thinner you hit on the ball, the more draw you have to apply to bring it back up table. Whereas the thicker you hit the ball, the less draw you put on it to bring it up table. Because you're hitting more of the surface of the ball.
Ooh.
Oh, he
Yep.
jumped up a lot.
Yeah.
Well, John went to go take a seat three tables away. Not happy.
Change of perspective.
Yeah. Alright, that shot. Oh, slow down
He's
or
gonna have to
speed
do
up.
it again and get around for the 8.
I don't like it. He's actually.
I don't think he likes it.
He's off the rail enough to where he can dig into it. Obviously, it's a very difficult shot, but the reward's there. John's grabbing his cue like he's gonna shoot again. I don't think you're gonna shoot again, John. I think Omar's gonna drill this right in the hole.
I think it's a good bet. Look at him. He's up.
Yeah,
He's elevating. He's digging in.
He's digging into it. He's gonna make it. I like the way he's approaching it.
Nope.
Oh, look at this safety. Oh, almost a Mexican safety. Well, he's gonna shoot again. I don't think John can cut this in unless from my angle it's not good. I'm assuming he's gonna bank it.
All right. So what's the safe?
Bank it cross. You call it in the side pocket, but you put draw on it to slide the cue ball back where it's at and bank the 7 ball so it goes long row towards the center of the table. And he's gonna thin it and use a 10 balls blocker, which I didn't like.
Well, he can see it.
Yeah.
All right. So now what's the safe? Because he's not going for
Well,
a shot.
if you hit the 7 into the 10, the 7 ball is going to stay exactly where the 10 ball's at, right?
Yep.
So you can control 100% one ball. When you can control one of the 2 balls 100%, it's a lot easier to control the other denominator, which is a cue ball. Hit the 7 ball full with high right English and slide the cue ball behind the 8.
Back behind the 8.
Back behind the 8. Because you know exactly where the 7 ball is going to end up. No.
Missed it.
Miss hit. He's not going to like it. John's going to shoot a free shot on the bank here.
Bank in the corner, bank in the side?
Side. Free bank in this, free shot in the side because there's position if you make it. And if you miss it, you're probably not going to sell out. He overbanked it. You see that?
But he didn't sell out. It's, Omar can see that and come right back up table for the 8.
Yeah. Now there's two options. If you're confident, you shoot to make it and just wing the cue ball around. 2 cushions. If you're not confident and you're a little nervous, you play the overcut on the 7. Omar's playing the overcut on the 7. So what you do is you put high left English, play it into the long run. The 7 ball bounces onto the where the Brunswick plaque is at, and the cue ball down table. Oh my God, he hit it poorly.
Oh, he's gonna set him straight too. Wow.
He tried to hit it way thinner than that.
Yeah, he's not gonna be happy with that one.
No, he's not. He's got to hope John makes a real bad mistake here, which he might, but he's
unlikely.
Unlikely. Exactly.
Watch, I bet you he just draws this all the way back. Watch the super draw all the way back till you get that 8 on the rail. Super draw.
Yeah. Good shot. Perfect.
Enough angle, no problem.
Made that shot look easy.
And that's the round.
5-3.
So what's the next big event you're going to be in?
I leave the Derby on Wednesday.
Derby. Now they have multiple events.
Yeah,
out
I'm
there,
not
right?
going to play a single one though. I'm just going to go there for action.
Action. You're going to do all side bets.
Yeah.
Side games, side games. Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I play Carl Boys on Friday and Saturday, which is the 20th and 21st, I believe.
You going to stream any of it?
Yeah, that's going to be streamed. That's going to be on the Big Truck stream. We're betting $25,000 in the middle, and I placed about $7,500 of my own on the side, and my buddy just bet another $5,000 on the rail, and my other buddy wants a bet on me, who happens to be a high stakes poker pro. So we're probably going to play for quite a bit of money. Probably going to play a nice set for like $40,000 or so.
So how do you deal with that kind of pressure? Do you just put it out of your mind and play your game like it's nothing? I mean, that is an incredible... I mean, just playing here on table 6 or on the streaming table is a lot of pressure, but playing for that kind of dough...
If you really want to know the truth, it's the same thing for me to play for $200 a set as it is for $20,000 a set. It's 100% the same thing for me.
It's just a mindset?
Yeah, I don't care. Honestly, you can't care. You think those poker players on TV who are betting hundreds of thousands of dollars on a daily basis care? They don't.
How do you not... I mean, yeah...
You have to have that mentality where you're... That discarded mentality where you can't care. Because if you care too much and you start thinking, oh, you know, I can pay off my credit card bills, I can pay off my house payment with this, I can do this with that. The second you start thinking like that is the second you go busted. Because...
You let the doubt seep in or the additional pressure?
Yeah, you don't need to deal with that. The game's already hard enough. And you just, you know, I don't know what it was. I guess my father taught me that you just kind of, whenever you throw the money in action, it's gone. And you don't really win what you bet. You win everything because the money you had already put up was lost.
It's gone. You have to pretend like it's already out.
Yeah.
Safety.
Safety, good shot. Not really. Left, it escaped.
Good hit. right, so you got to kick to safe, right?
Yeah, kick and stick, low left English. Hit the 3-ball full, and the cue ball replaces the 3, and the 3-ball bounces over. You see that?
Just like
kick
that. Don't hit it too hard, it'll come out, and it's out.
Yeah, you can't hit that ball too hard. It's a stroke shot, it's not a power shot. More draw, less power.
Well, I got lucky. It's pretty safe. I'm not sure Omar can see much of it.
You can see about a quarter ball of it.
Just enough?
Yeah, I have the perfect angle. He can actually see about quarter ball. He sees enough to not do a whole lot with it. You know what I mean? He doesn't have too much of a choice. He's got the choice of cutting it in the hole or putting the 3-ball on the long route with the cue ball using the 5-7 as blockers. Or he can kick at it. He's kicking at it.
You know, he kicked one of these yesterday into the side.
Yep, that's what he played. He called it inside too.
Well, I guess only once in a tournament because he nailed it last time.
Yeah.
I thought there's no way, and it nailed the back of the pocket.
It's a good golf shot.
Yeah, he's been playing more golf lately.
Yeah. It's like an automatic shot for golf. You have to know that shot. Good
That
shot.
was pretty.
That was a good shot. John's a good bank pool player.
Do you play bank pool?
I play a little. I play all disciplines of pool. It's just I'm more proficient at some than I am others.
What's your favorite?
I like 10-ball and I like back pocket 9-ball.
What's back pocket 9-ball? You can only make balls in the back pockets?
No, 9-ball. You make the 9-ball in the back pocket. Like here, like for example, if we're playing back pocket 10-ball, which is the same thing. We designate a pocket in each corner in the upper hand side pockets, in the upper corner pocket. So let's say that's your pocket, this is my pocket. I'm at the advantage because I'm on the lower right hand side and the 10 ball's on this side of the table. So I would end up straight position on the 9 to play short side position for the 10 in this pocket. And if you go back and forth, you're down to the bare, what they call the bare ball. Is if you don't make it on a 10 and you shoot the bank and you miss it, your opponent tries to cross bank. It's like one pocket up table.
Wow.
It's a great hybrid game, and it's such a. I wish I was better at one pocket and on the bare ball, because if I was good on the bare ball, I'd be a pretty good back pocket player.
Got a little bit of draw to that rail. Let's get to the 9.
Pretty good shot there. Yeah, back pocket. I love 10-ball. I like 9-ball with the 9 on the spot.
What's the most weight you've ever given anyone?
Oh God.
4 out? 2 out?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done the 4 out, done the 5 out many times. I've done, I'm always on 2 fouls. I've done...
You're always on 2 fouls. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a huge spot. That's more than the 5 out. So if I scratch in the break, I lose.
If you scratch at all?
At all. Like, you play good safe and I don't kick, or I get a bad roll and get scratched, I lose.
I'm incorporating that one. That's it. That's going on the list.
That's a huge spot. Probably the biggest spot I gave like a good player was like the last 3 games on 11. Chris, remember that? He's listening, my buddy Chris.
Yep.
I'm busting his chops. The last 3 and 11. Wow, what a strong break there. Jesus. Cue ball in the center of the table.
Yeah.
3, 6, 7 balls up table, 2 balls down table. Here you want to end up straight on the 2 if possible. Just like that. Perfect. The reason why you want to end up straight on that too is so that you can leave your cue ball in the short row.
You really got to be on that back rail to hit the 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get past the 4.
Yeah.
What if you came back to mid-table so that you could take the 3?
You don't want to do that because you're going to give yourself too steep of an angle to hold the cue ball for the 4.
Got it.
That's another option, but the landing zone's much smaller in my opinion. Whereas if you come short, so you just put inside English and it dies off that rail.
I see. You know, that's the most interesting thing about pool is there's always more.
See, I don't like that.
See, back up to mid-table. He's got a good angle on the 3.
I don't.
Now you put a little bit of left on it to come under the short rail to come out for the 4?
Yeah, apparently so. That's a shot. You're right.
Oh my God, did you say that? Can I get that on tape?
Yes, of course you can. You called it.
Look at that, right around it. I love when that happens.
You must know him pretty well.
I might have seen a game or 2.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for it.
Apparently football's big here. I can give a damn about sports. Is that Lipstick Pool Player?
That is Lipstick Pool Player in the house.
Oh my God. I've seen it. I'm like, wait a minute. I saw her earlier. I'm like, who the hell is that? I know who she is.
She would love to meet you at some point. She's a big fan. I convinced her to come down today to watch some of the best players on the West Coast really battle it out here at the West State Tour.
Yes.
Because even just by watching, you learn a lot.
Absolutely.
Take a guess on what you think they're going to do, and then watch what they actually do and figure out why they did it.
Yeah. Definitely.
And anything you can incorporate into your game, you don't know what's going to come up later. You go, oh, maybe I should have put a little insight on that. Yeah. I saw Oscar do it once. Yeah, the score is 5-4.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, and he missed that 6.
And that's going to change the game around right there.
Oh, and Oscar Joey Chin said he'll play you with the 2000 anytime.
Oh, man. I'm sure you would.
That is a scary, scary spot to give Joey Chin.
Be careful what you ask for, though. You guys got to be careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
Sounds like how much, Joey? Put it up.
Oh, God.
Oh, he played the safe behind the 10. All right, so Omar's got a nice cut shot down the rail. I think he can see it. Maybe even rail first. I can't tell from here.
I think he can see it, and I think he's going to cut it in, or shoot to cut it in. Holy cow, he is cueing like he's going to cut it in. Wow, that was a bad safety then by John. Look at that.
There it is.
Like it had eyes. What a shot.
Look at how pretty that is. Set perfect for the 8, 9, 10. He should be out. Omar should get another game. So you've played in rooms around the world. What is your favorite room to play in, other than the one in your house?
Probably the best room I went was a place in Tokyo called Risk, R-I-S-K. It was outside of Tokyo. That was a beautiful room. It was a smaller room, but the tables played absolutely perfect. The lighting was perfect. I like the Classic Club in Singapore. That's a beautiful room. And probably my all-time favorite is the 101 Club in Shanghai.
And that's 6-4 for Omar?
6-4 for Omar.
The 101 Club in Shanghai. Did you go visit Greg?
Oh, I visit Greg all the time. Yeah, every time I'm for the China Open or the Chinese 8-ball.
Right.
I stay at Greg's house. I don't even get a hotel room.
I love when they're in town.
Oh yeah, Greg and Angela are the best. Greg was actually my best man at the wedding.
I know. I saw that, and I saw some of the great pictures
oh my
the
God.
wedding. He's actually smiling. It's fantastic.
It is. It's great. I actually just got a whole bunch of photos last night, so they're all done. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
All right, 6-4. That's not an easy spread for John to come back on.
Yeah, he's running out of time.
Gonna have to stop giving Omar so many chances to shoot those last 3 balls.
Uh-oh.
Little uncontrolled break there. Got the 5.
And no
But
shot
the
on the
1 is not good. That 6 ball is big in front of the 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so do you push?
I push and make the 1.
Push and make the 1.
Yeah, 6-7. Shoot the 6. He's going to make the 1. He's going to push out because if you... naturally, you're going to tie up the 6-8, so it's a good shot. You don't have really any other choice, John. Yeah. Okay. John, why would you push that?
Well, Omar can't play the same without giving
Give
the
it
ball in
back to
hand.
him.
You must be able to see a little piece of it.
Yeah, but you got to give it back to him.
You think he scratches?
No, he's not going to scratch, but why would Omar shoot this? Unless he can really see a lot of it. Wow. What a great hit. He hit that ball as good as he can hit it and still sold out. That's why I didn't think he should have shot it. It's a decision-making
Decision-making thing, yeah.
Again, if it's tough for you, it's going to be tough for your opponent.
That's tough. I had that in the back of my mind while I was playing this tour, and it was like, do I play it? Do I not play it? Do I play it? And I was like, you know what? I should just play safe every shot. I should stop going for shots unless they're ducks. I should just try to find a safe. But the superwoman in me wanted to play everything, and it cost me.
Yeah, it cost us all. Trust me. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
John is
Safe?
starting to miss
safe?
balls. No.
No, we got past that 3.
John's biggest thing that he has going for him is his shot making, and I think that the table's starting to neutralize him a little bit. He's getting a little uneasy, a little losing confidence and stroking him at the table. Wow.
Oh, crap.
He got a little lucky though. You can see the outer edge of it. Best player in the world here. If I have to pick one person here to cut this 3-ball backwards for me, Jason Shaw. Jason Shaw makes this ball like you would not believe.
And you don't scratch. How do you not scratch that? Doesn't it almost naturally go into that pocket?
If you're hitting it thick, yes. But it's such a thin hit. You have to remember, you're hitting like a 16th of the ball.
So it should come
Way before you can hit the first diamond on this side, on the short rail, because it's such a fine hit.
You're just skimming it.
Yeah, absolutely. 16th of a ball is all you need to hit with speed.
And that puts the cue ball all the way back on the other
4
side
cushions.
of the table.
See that? He hit it so thick.
And scratched. No, it didn't
Almost.
scratch. There it is. Alright, so now we let him out.
7
Nice
ball's tough
run.
though.
7-10.
No, it's not easy. It's off angle.
Breaks it out with a 4. Nope, not from that
No,
angle.
he's gonna have to play short side position. So he's gonna go long row, and come under the 6. He wants to be below the 6 so that he can go long row for the 7. He kind of dog stroked it.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
saw
mad.
that. He tapped that chalk. So I find when high-level pool players are unhappy, they don't make a lot of noise. You get a lot of teeth sucking and chalk tapping.
You know, unless it's Chris Antenna, he does it on every shot.
Well, you get a couple of folks here and there that are,
They do it like habitually.
yeah. You know, there's a lot of pool courtesies that I don't know that everybody is aware of, and that high-level pool, sit in your chair, make sure you're not running around the table, and even to the point where, you know, make sure the chalk is facing up. There's little things.
Little things. I can't stand that. It puts me on tilt when people like put the chalk upside down and make a mess. It's like, dude, like fuck.
Well, most of them don't do it on purpose. They just don't realize that it's a thing.
Look at this.
All right, well, we gave it to Omar, so Omar now has ball in hand to get on that 7. How do you play this?
You're not gonna like it.
Tell me. You doing a safety?
No.
Okay, so how do you play it?
Up angle. Like put the cue ball about 4 or 5 inches above where it's at now, and you draw it 2 cushions long. 1 cushion, 2 cushion into the 7.
Into the 7?
Not into the 7, but towards the angle of the 7.
Okay.
I don't like following it just because it's too far on this side.
But I feel like you might get caught behind the 9 if you do that. You're coming in.
No.
You just pass it clean.
This is not a good shot. He's gonna bump the 9 here. I don't like it. I don't like it. He's gonna bump the 9.
Yep,
I
now
don't
he's
like
behind
it.
the 9. Yeah, you're right. How about that?
I've played once or twice.
You might know a thing or two.
I might know a thing or two about a thing or two. Now he's royally screwed.
Yeah, he pretty much gave up the wrap with that one.
Now he's got to get lucky and call the 10 and create separation between the 7-10.
Well, like you said, he hits it. The 7's going to probably stay where it's at.
Exactly.
And then try to get the cue ball to move after the
table,
hit
yeah.
up table.
Yep. Exactly what you said.
I'm getting better at this. Oh, no, he hit it bad. It's ball in hand.
Yeah, that's it. He's not wrong in just giving him the game, but he did not.
No, he's going to make him shoot it. You never know.
Yeah, crazier things have happened.
And
And
he
he
gave
gave
it
it
to
to
him.
him.
Like, you make one ball, that looks good, you're out.
6-5. How big is that? Ball in hand, and he didn't get out. That's huge.
Well, you know, it's been a long couple days. Hopefully
yeah.
he'll keep his head in the match.
This table will break you down so quickly.
I don't know if you can hear that, but something is happening in football right now.
Meanwhile, they're betting a cool $5, I'm sure.
Big money, big money.
Wow!
Yeah, they're in a pool hall to watch football.
That's always annoyed me. I think it's a dry break, yeah.
Looks like a dry break. John's getting up to shoot. It's not pretty. Good John studying the table, trying to figure out the best way out.
Push, push, push.
This table is well known as the devil table here at Hardtimes.
It's the devil.
And for a reason. It is one of the toughest tables in the house, for sure.
Here, table 6 is where I played Johnny Moore. Actually, table 6, this table 1 is now table 17. That's where I played John Mora, actually. It was this one. We made the pockets bigger on
That
this
was
one.
horrible.
Yeah, he hit it poorly.
And did not, maybe?
He got away with it. He got away
That
with
four
murder.
looks big there.
Yeah, you got acquitted like OJ.
Watch out, anybody?
Look at that.
You see that fight?
What a great kick. It almost went. That's safe.
Yeah, got safe. Did you just hear Butch say, $5 side bet anybody? I told you, they're betting
And they are betting $5.
I'm telling you.
$5.
They're sweating the 5.
Big money.
Oh man. Okay, it's tough action. I got down with them once in pool, and we broke dead even. I gave him like the nuts supreme, just to get him to play, you know.
Yep. He's good too.
He's good, and I broke even, and he says the game's no good. And I'm like, how is the game no good? You're stealing the money, and you couldn't get there. Oh, what a shot!
Nice little masse.
Well deserved.
And safety.
Well deserved, bro.
Oh, very
Well
nice.
deserved. Great shot.
tell he's not happy. He's sweating a little bit, but that was a great shot.
6-5. I mean, he's in a good spot. I mean, he's getting one game on the wire, race to 4. I mean, you gotta like that. Actually, you got 25% of your action going. He's gonna make this shot.
Nope, not even close.
He got away with it again.
Well, that's that two-way shot, right? So, figured he'd leave himself the 2 if he makes it, and if not...
They don't care, Desiree. They're betting 5 bucks.
Yeah, good luck getting them to quiet down.
Ah, great hit. But he's going to sell out.
Yes, he is, and we'll see if Omar can convert. He worked very hard to get this free shot. This shouldn't be a terribly hard run.
The biggest issue here is a 7 ball. Even the 5 to the 6 is an issue because they're both on the same side of the table. So let's. Hey!
That's not sharking at all. Like in the middle of a shot, you're just, oh, we're gonna have a football moment.
God, man.
Just turn it off. Just run over and like, don't we have all the power back here?
I do have the power back here. If they do, then I'm really gonna create a. Good shot.
Alright, I like that.
Oh boy, why would you roll that for?
So you like long shots, a little distance,
Oh my god, and jacked
and
out.
over the 6. You like the challenge.
Omar could have just drawn it down to the short cushion and come back out. That was very.
Nope, yeah.
A very unforced error there.
Alright, so now we see the 4 goes past the 5.
Yeah, now the problems that were for Omar are now for John.
And then he's got to deal with the 5-6.
I don't think John's going to run out here. I think he's going to make the 5, and then he's going to get goofy on the 6. Or miss the 4.
Or miss the 4, and now Omar's got to go back.
Now, Omar kind of wanted to hit John to run a couple balls and make a mistake.
Well, you know, that's part of that strategy, right?
Yeah,
sometimes it looks too hard, fine, you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see it.
All right.
I won a couple games that way. This rack looks hard. Here, I'm going to miss. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
I hope you sell out the 7.
Yep, exactly. I had a guy one time, I guess he thought he was playing with the homeless guy, but he pushed out and sold dead out on me. Just pushed to sell out. Left me straight in on the ball.
Yeah,
And
there
I'm
you
like,
go.
go ahead. And I'm like, I started laughing. And then I ran out, and I guess he didn't do that again. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
you taught him that lesson. It's not good with everybody. Certainly not a pro, but...
Here you go. Be safe. My dad's taking you? Alright. If you... Oh, never mind.
My team played next.
Alright, so Omar's on the 6. This was the tricky one, as you called, in the very beginning of the match. What do you do with it?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of good.
Is there a good safe?
Yeah, the good safe is probably hit about 25% of the ball of the 6. So you want to bank the 6 ball, towards the short rail, and use the cue ball towards the center of the table, and use the 7 as blocker. It's a
So
soft
that's a
hit.
soft speed shot.
Yeah, it's a very difficult shot. But the idea is to put the 6 ball on the short rail. That way, unless he's hooked.
I think he's hooked. I think he just doesn't like it.
If you're hooked, you want to kick it as deep as possible. That way the cue ball sticks where it's at, and the 6 ball bounces behind the 10 and uses the 9 as blocker. It's called a kick and stick. I like that shot, personally.
I like that. That's almost worth paying you for a lesson to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I'll show it to you anytime. The kick and stick is... See that? It's exactly what he tried to do.
Look at right behind that 7.
Oh my god. He kicked him.
Let him out. Maybe.
No, great shot. No, you put him in jail.
I don't think he can get around that 7.
No, he's in jail. he's gonna play the 6. He's gonna play the carom and try to make the 8, but he has to kick and hit the 6 full. Very, very, very great shot there by, excellent shot by Omar.
Omar's making John work.
Yep, that's all you have to do is just make him work, make him earn it.
So what can you tell lower level players that want to play in this, but they're like, it's expensive and I'm just going to play with a bunch of pros? Why would you tell them they should play?
I don't think the reason people don't realize how fortunate they are to have the tour. Yeah, no, I heard. Thank you. I don't think people realize how fortunate they are to have this tour. And I'm not saying that because, Desiree and I run the tour. It's got nothing to do with that. When I was playing, I've been playing pool for about 11 years now. Yeah, 11 years. And my first ever 8-ball tournament was a $2,000 entry fee in the IPT. That's my first ever 8-ball tournament in my life.
No pressure.
No pressure. And for me to play, I had to come first Sunday of the month here. And other than that, there was nothing. I had to gamble and play F and Reyes even $50 sets and play the Wednesday night handicap tournaments. And all I did was win those Wednesday night tournaments to finance my other events.
Yep.
So it's just, you have to get out there. I mean, it's like going to school for something you already know. Whereas if you're going to school to learn calculus and advanced physics with nothing but brilliant minds and a brilliant professor, you're going to learn. You're forcing yourself to learn because you're surrounding yourself. Even though you're outclassed and you have no idea what's going on in class, the longer you stick yourself in that classroom, the more you're going to pick up.
No doubt.
And that's exactly what this is. You're going to school, and every education system, you have to pay for it, one way or another.
It's cheap lessons. There's no doubt about
cheap
that.
Lessons.
You get a little seasoning, you get a little experience. I go in knowing I'm probably going 2 and out. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a game here or there. But, the experience of actually playing these world-class players, there's no way you're going to get that in a table anywhere
Absolutely
else.
Absolutely not. And Jane, here's the thing what people don't realize. Now, let's say, for instance, you play 3 Mez tour stops in a row, and you watch.
What's the score? Is it? It's 7-5 Omar?
Omar.
Sorry, go ahead. 3 tours.
Say you watch 3 tour stops in a row. You play and participate in 3 tour stops in a row, and the following week is your APA League.
Yep.
Semifinals. I am going to bet whatever money I have in my pocket that you're going to feel much more comfortable playing when the pressure comes on in that situation, the APA, than you would without playing the Mez tour beforehand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just work on your nerves, work on, being in a pressure situation, and you don't get better at that unless you do it, unless you put yourself there and really try. You may win, you may lose, but the next time you go in, it'll be better.
Yes, exactly.
And you're absolutely right on the APA thing, man. I play a couple of these tour stops or the Wednesday night tournaments or Sunday night tournaments, big table 9-ball, and then you put me on the Valley bar boxes for APA, and it's just like...
Night and day.
Wow!
Yeah, it's night and day.
You really can level up very quickly.
Yeah.
And there's a few tricks in there that you can pick up just by watching, just by absorbing what other folks are doing. And really figuring out, this is how it's done. And you can stay in the APA and do bars, and believe me, I love my APA. Mm-hmm. But if you want to, hit that next level and be a better APA player, doing, extracurricular activities like this, it's absolutely worth the price of admission.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, John's kind of a little frustrated here because he's down and he's not performing the way he should. He's kind of pacing around the table a little fast, and he's pounding balls out. A lot of times, pros catch what I call the give-up stroke, and other times they don't. It's it's detrimental to their game. But John seems to be playing in full straight pool mode here, just running around the table.
Well, maybe something clicked, and he just decided, you know what, I'm not going down like that.
Yeah, he's like, enough of this crap.
I've got this. I'm Mr. 400.
Exactly.
And, for John to run 4 racks is not unheard of.
No, of course not.
is. He looks like he's getting his stroke back.
How do you lose a mic? All right, John's.
All right, 7-6. John's still in it.
All right. For those of you in Los Angeles who are looking for action, there's a road player in town. Scooter just texted me looking for games and trying to get some action going. He didn't
He was down here at Hardtimes yesterday. I'm not sure if he's down here again today.
Yeah, he'll probably be around. Scooter Goodman, God bless his heart. That guy's I've never seen anybody gamble like that guy. Well, I have, but
What kind of games have you seen him gamble on?
at Derby he was playing a set for 60,000. Race to 3 on the bar table.
That is a quick 60 grand
Yeah.
for one player or the other.
Yeah.
Look at that break. What's he got?
Nice break. Jeez.
Did he scratch? Where's the cue ball? Oh, no, it's in the corner.
Oh, what a break. Omar's breaking good.
Omar has a phenomenal break.
Yeah.
Found it. Free cue ball good things.
Baby, can I get a water, please? Do you want something to drink, Jay?
I have water. Would you pass me one of those waters right there? Water? Thank you.
Yeah, Scooter. Scooter and I have a deal at Derby City every year. Every single day that I'm there, one time per day, we flip a coin for $100. That's our thing every year at Derby. We go and
You're like this close to not going to Derby.
I know, but I'm not. I told them I'm quitting that. I told them I quit flipping coins. I'm retired from flipping coins.
Well, it's not the most high percentage game, really.
No, it's 50-50. No.
Look at him climbing up on that table. It's a reach for anybody. Yep, get on up there, John. Don't be afraid of the table. And there it is. What a nice shot.
No good, no good. He's
And
gonna get
then-
married to it.
No, he's got a little distance. He's good.
Yeah, he is good. You're right. Nice shot.
Come right around. That's pretty.
John's playing. It's good to see John playing back. You know, because he's going to Derby next week, so he said he wants to hit some balls and get some competition in.
Yep, get that experience. Get a little bit more in stroke. A little more comfortable with the competition and pressure.
Nice shot.
That was a nice shot.
That was a real good shot.
That's strong right there.
That's a good shot here. Center draw, no English. Oh, wait.
Just stop it.
He stopped.
We just stop it. Now, how do you get to the 9 from here?
3 cushions.
It looks really straight.
It's really straight. Now he's got to go up and down natural. I don't like it. I don't like this position at all. I don't think he's going to get out here. I think he's going to come on top of the 9.
No, that's good.
Damn, he hit that ball good.
That's a nice shot. Gets really straight. No, he's got a little angle.
He's not happy.
Well, he's got a lot of spin. Come off 1, 2.
Yeah.
Get behind the 10 by the
Yeah,
side
short
pocket
side.
somehow.
Short side's the shot, maybe.
Just draw it back, and then take the 10 all the way down.
Yeah. Omar. John's throwing his towel. He's
Don't
pissed.
throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel. You got this. Let's see it. Oh, jacking up to get that draw on.
Oh, no. Don't do it on
Don't
this
scratch.
table.
Don't scratch. Don't
do
scratch.
it.
No, he's alright. He's just back on that rail. It's not the easiest shot for the
Tough
tang.
shot.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
John, I love you, but I would have to bet against you on this shot. This shot's super tough. Super, super, super tough.
It almost looks like it's angled out from the pocket. I don't know. That is a tough one.
He's
Alright, here we go. Oh, no, getting back up. Make sure you look at it. Make sure you know what you want. He is not happy. And you know, if he doesn't make it, it very well could put Omar on the hill.
yeah, and he knows this. He knows that every single ball here is so critical. He can't choke. He can't dog it. He's got to go straight through the ball. I like to use a tip of outside here just to get the shaft out the way and aim.
Nope, he
Overcut
missed it.
And he missed it
And
bad.
he's gonna sell it out. And he's probably just gonna give it to Omar.
No.
He's
not.
gonna make him shoot it?
Oh, yeah. On this table, you make him shoot it, of course.
I think Omar will nail that.
Yeah, I agree. I think he is going to nail it, but
He's not even on the rail. Like he's got enough distance.
he should be okay. Tough shot. Pressure's the B word.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
All right, 8-6 for Omar over John Schmidt. What other scores do we have going on right now?
Other scores around the room, we have none.
None. This is the only match being played.
Well.
Everybody else is practicing.
Yeah. Teacup grip. Oh man, y'all. You guys are killing me. They call John Teacup Grip because it looks like he's grabbing a teacup.
Oh, jeez.
The pinky out.
Pinky up. Pinky up.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
Hecklers.
you guys are vicious.
Vicious railbirds.
I know.
And it's John's rack.
Yeah,
A break.
John's breaking.
You know, it's really nice. I didn't realize this, but if it's your break on the little tablets, your name actually lights up.
Yeah.
So you never actually have to wonder whose break it is or ask. If you actually know that little tip, just look at the tablet. It will tell you.
Absolutely.
Someone told me that this stop. I've played 4 or 5 of these. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
But the more you know.
Yeah.
One less thing to try and think about. And it looks like he broke dry.
Yeah, but the 2 balls,
It's not good.
not good for him. Don't be surprised if Omar thins the 1 to play safe and sends the cue ball towards the 10 to play the carom. I would. I don't want to
Thin's
care.
the one to play safe.
Yeah, you thin the
Comes
1.
off.
So you hit the 1 ball
Uh-huh.
and like to cross corner it this way, like the bank cross corner, send the cue ball that way.
And send it back to that back rail. Okay, that makes sense.
It's not a bad shot. Especially the way the 2 ball's tied up.
Nope, we're going for
Wow.
it. And he broke it out.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know if that's a good angle on the 2, though, even
What a shot, though.
with it, but the crazy, crazy breakout.
That's a hell of a shot there.
So Omar was part of the APA Masters team last summer that won.
Yeah, they won.
They won.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Him, Ramin, Bakhtiari, and Johnny Kang.
Yeah, that's right, JK.
What an amazing trio.
Yeah, they played real good. I saw the finals, actually.
Yeah, I was there. It was just... Ramin played lights out.
Yeah, he did.
Oh
He
my
did play
goodness.
good.
He just owned the table, the pace, controlled it, made some amazing breaks. And Johnny Kang didn't lose a whole lot either.
No,
It was
Johnny.
phenomenal to
Yeah,
watch.
they all
those
played
three.
great together.
That's a nice notch in your belt. Oh yeah, I won that.
Yeah. John's dead straight on this 3 ball. For him to get up, he's going to shoot a tough shot to shoot another tough shot. So this is the key to the rack right here. Nothing fancy, just a slight punch follow.
And he hung it.
Yeah, he jumped up on it.
Well, and as all the folks in the chat room are saying, Why is he jumping up on all of these shots? They've noticed that his stroke is not quite, or not his stroke, but his form isn't quite what it normally is.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he hasn't been active, and it's hard. Playing every day is hard to maintain stroke. It's just.
How much do you play a day?
It varies.
Oh my God, Omar, that is not playing like a master, my friend.
Oh, he hit it too thick.
Yep.
He made the ball too thickly,
and now he's kicking the 4.
Now he's kicking the 4. Now he's gonna call the 4 on the side or in the corner. I would call it in the corner to bank it near the 10. But to answer your question, like recently I've been playing a lot. Obviously I didn't play good this tournament just because this isn't a good judge of how I'm playing. Just because we're waking up, we're here till 4 in the morning, and then waking up.
You're running it and traveling. You just got back from Canada. I understand. Yeah. This is not you and your finest.
I probably recently
don't scratch.
He's good.
All right.
I've been putting in about 10 to 12 hours a day for the past
10 to 12 hours. That's like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., which I know those are not pool player hours.
No,
but that is
I'm
long.
up at 7.
Long day.
I go from 7 a.m. to about 7 to 6 usually. All right. Give me 1 second. We got an issue over here. I'll be back.
Oh, he's hitting pretty good. Looks nice in line for the 7. Possibly a little draw to get the 8 in the corner. No, I don't want control of this.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, just roll up, put the 8 ball in the corner. Nine in the side, 10 in the corner.
Yeah. I like these shots for the cash. I'm a pretty good player from here.
Yeah. I think me too. I might take those.
I'll stake myself for that game. All right, 8-7. Tight match.
It's a tough match, Omar's played some great matches this stop. This is probably one of the toughest. He was up on almost all of his matches, the entire match, and he wasn't down much at all. And so I think this has been one of the toughest matches going hill-hill. I don't think any of his other matches went hill-hill.
Yeah, he's playing good.
That's second we beat Nasser. I knew the table's brutal. It gives me new appreciation of his tables.
It's nice to play. It's nice to play without worrying about it.
Well, no, I'm saying he plays with it. Doesn't play that.
Yeah, we literally part of the game.
And he had to.
Alrighty, Omar with that big break. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He made 1.
He made a 2 ball, so now it's a 1-3 right there. He's going to have to run into the 3 ball here full and bump it towards the corner where that chalk is at.
Oh, huh.
Or
play safe. I like that.
I didn't like playing safe just because the 8 ball made the pocket really big. And anytime you give a guy like John Schmidt a chance to kick, you know it's going to be, you're not probably going to like it like that.
Yeah, now he's got an even harder shot than he had before.
Oh,
is he really looking at the 10?
Yeah, he's looking at the 3, the
carom.
The carom, into the 4, into the 10.
I'm just going to take a flyer shot. I'm going to play great save and then take a flyer. Why not? That seems like a good idea.
It's a bad shot. Even if he makes it, it's a bad shot.
I think he knows it.
Yeah, he's not going to shoot it. Oh my.
All right, so what's the save? What should he be doing here?
He shoots the 1 off the 9. That's what he should be doing. Or hit the 1 ball full with high left English to spin the cue ball back around, and the 1 ball replaces the 7. He is playing the 10 ball. Wow, I can't believe.
You know what? If he
shooting
makes that and wins, what a glory shot.
Yeah, that's just.
He just changed the board. You know what? Oh, let's see if John makes him pay for it.
And you know what?
Oh my gosh, really? Oh my gosh, John is going to punish him for that one.
And you know what? I hate to sound like a mean person.
But you're gonna?
You kind of deserve it.
Oh.
You kind of deserve it because you're not supposed to shoot that shot.
He's been playing with me too long.
It's a tough shot.
That's rough. Oh, he missed it.
Oh, he missed it
He
bad.
missed it.
He missed it really bad.
And he got lucky.
Really lucky. Wow.
Really, really lucky.
How in the world do you get that roll?
Well, he got the hit. Please, he sold it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a quick call. You're okay.
All right. And, ooh. John trying that again because he's not happy with that. Omar, I don't think he can see the 1. I think he might have to kick at that 1. Yep, we are kicking. This is actually not a tough kick. Getting all the way back to that corner. Looks good, looks good, looks good. And there it is with shape. I like that one.
Yeah, I didn't send him that. I didn't see that's the only
So if you're not following Jane Chalks on Instagram, you should be. Look me up. It's because he's been practicing. Look at that safety. Come on, don't roll out. That is a decent safety. John's kicking.
He plays pretty good on the ball. Shortstop.
And he scratched. Ouch. Ouch. This is a rough game for the both of them. Hopefully Omar can bear down. I think he might need a minute. I think he's going to ask for a quick break. Go outside and try to shake some of this off. And we have a moment. Let's see, are there any other games going yet? Nope, no other games. Let's see. Well, it's been an exciting couple days here at Hardtimes down in Bellflower. If you're in the neighborhood, I suggest you come down and check them out. They have a great Thursday night tournament. They have great Sunday tournaments. First Sunday of every month, they have a money added tournament. So if you happen to come down to LA, there are some fantastic weekly tournaments that happen here. Right now we're waiting on John Schmidt and Omar Vaccani. Quick break. Omar's up 8-7. He's on the hill over John. And we're back. Here's Omar.
No.
Taking his ball in hand. Alright, so ball in hand. He's taking a nice little angle on this 3 to get up for the 4. Maybe a little bit of right English to spin right off for the 4. Did he get there? Right behind it into that corner. Looks pretty good. Maybe he took a break, got his head together real quick, and said, I'm going to run this shit out. This stuff out. I hope he gets there. Oh, and he dogged the
Oh,
5.
no. That's the first ball he's really dogged, you can say.
That's true.
That's
Most
the
of
first
the
ball.
shots. Well, he took a couple of bad shots, but this is the first one he's dogged. I was
Yeah.
like, you should have just made that.
Exactly.
No, he's been shooting pretty strong. You know, this is not a super easy cut on this table for John. So I know he's hungry for it, and he wants to make sure he gets that. Spin to win. Let's see it. Oh, he's gonna go for the safety.
He got there. Good
He
shot.
did, but you know what? Omar's gonna jump this. I bet you at 10-1 he's gonna jump this. I can tell he's thinking about it. Come on, Froggy.
This is a huge game.
This is a huge game. Oh, look at that. Here comes the Froggy. This is a Robin Dodson Froggy jump cue. Omar's very partial to. I gotta say, I have one. I like it. I've tried the James hand shoe though, and my goodness, I want one of those.
Oh yeah, they're the nuts.
That purple heart is so pretty, and it just jumps so easy. Here we go. Well, made the hit. Does he get safe-ish? Nope, 5-8. Which nobody likes a combo, but it goes. Unless he ducks. And he ducks. I don't know if he got there though.
No, he didn't. Did not get there.
Can see it. It's not easy, and hopefully he doesn't scratch off the 7 in the side. But
All right, he's gonna
Oscar
go for a 10.
coming for a call.
All right.
He did not jump off the table, Pool Hero. He didn't make it either, though. So here we go. Let's see if this works. Oscar Dominguez going down to the box to see and actually watch the hit. Yeah, he missed it clean and scratched. Oh, didn't scratch, got lucky on that one, left the 5 on that back rail. You know, I watched John bank a little bit earlier. I'd be willing to bet he could. Pretty sure Oscar called that a clean hit. John's up and running. That looks like a safe. It's almost the same shot the other way. Let's try this again. Focus, focus, practice stroke, fire. Nope. Don't scratch. Get lucky? Nope. It's a little straight, but I think John's got that. So if you're talking to me, then yes, I do have Facebook. You can find me on Jane Chalks, janechalks.com, or on Instagram. Look at that. Oh, we missed that too. Got safe on the 9. You know, these guys are just making this difficult. This whole rack has been more difficult than I think it probably should have been. Omar getting down on the ball. Nice safe here, maybe, like real thin. Yep. Come on back behind that 10. all the way to the rail. Can he touch it? Nope. But good shot nonetheless. And he's certainly making it tough for John.
Wow, great hit.
Yeah, good hit. And he leaves him, he's got a choice. Shout out to Eat Pool. You can follow him on Instagram as well. He goes to all the best pool halls in the U.S. and you can see pictures of his adventures.
Oh, I know. He's got great Instagram page too.
He has a fabulous. He's actually one of the reasons I started Instagram. I was like, what is this thing you're doing?
It's so cool. Oh my God. No.
Wow, he got bad on that.
Well, rail first is big here.
Yep. No, rail first, it goes. It's a tough table to play rail first on. But if he makes it, he has automatic shape on the 7. See, Omar Q's so low.
Oh, what a hit.
What a shot. And so much for my automatic shape on the 7.
Yeah.
I think he hit that a little bit low, but he made it.
Yeah, it definitely did. Behind the 9. Oh, Omar.
Alright, that's
Risky.
Can he see it?
Yeah, you can barely see it, but you can't do much with it.
It goes a lot of top right.
What a great shot that was. Even though
Trying to get behind that 8.
Even though he didn't execute it, it's still a good shot.
Why?
Because the idea is you're putting the 7 ball in a safe spot, although he didn't execute it right, and the cue ball behind the ball. So he had a double chance here to. Why is John sitting here right in front? Oh, never mind.
Nerves. It's fine. Omar.
Now you got away with it. Look at this. Frozen on the rail.
And back to the rail.
No way John's shooting this ball.
No?
No shot. If he does, he's going busted.
Alright, so what does he do? Tell me.
Play the overcut.
Play the overcut. To get it back, the 7 ball back by the 9, and the cue ball back down table. Aha.
100% you play the overcut here. Nothing bad can happen.
Well, you say that.
As long as you hit it decent. If you cross the front side of it, there's a big kiss.
Oh, he miscued.
Oh, look at that roll.
There you go. There's your safety.
Oh, jeez.
When you don't have a lot of that ball to hit, you really are on that back rail. It's easy to miscue.
Oh, yeah.
You only have a quarter, less than that of the ball on the top to see. And if you're trying to put any sort of spin or anything else on it, that does make it tough.
This is it, right? This is the best chance Omar's going to have to win the match. Quite honestly, you'll be very fortunate to have a better opportunity than this.
Yeah, that's right.
Against a top player like John, even though he's not playing.
You don't want to go hill with John.
Good shot.
Look at that.
Good shot.
I like that.
He needs a bounce. He didn't bounce enough, but it's all right. It's enough.
He's in the zone. It's
Yeah,
not a good part of the zone, but it's in the zone.
Oh
Yep,
my
it
God.
got in. He didn't scratch, and now he's got a tough shot on the 10.
Oh boy. Talk about pressure here.
Omar. I'm trying to back cut it into the side. and not scratch?
No, you gotta play in the corner.
I swear I just saw him measuring it to the side, but okay.
He's gonna be. He's mad at his money if he shoots this in the side.
All right, so how do you avoid the scratch in the side if you go
You
corner?
can put outside
Just some
or-
top or something
Yeah,
and throw
outside
it
or
in?
inside doesn't matter.
Spin either way and it just won't scratch.
No. It's too thick of it. It's too thick of a hit on the object ball. Yeah, the scratch is the last thing he's got to worry about. In honesty, with outsiding, you should just cinch the ball. Don't jump. And smooth it.
Yep, jumped. And that's that.
All right. Well, we only got time for one more game, guys. So there we go. Hill. Someone's got to go.
Well, Omar had his chance at closing it out. John's still in it. You know, John could just break and run this and we could be done. You know, the other option could have been a safety.
Yeah.
Really didn't like that 10.
Yeah. that's
Play it
true.
to the back rail and put the cue ball up top. Draw it out a little bit longer. The bank? Ah, you never say that. Well, Hill, here we go. Nice big pop. 7 balls down, and he's got eyes on the 1. John could very well run this rack out. Yeah, that was a tough rack for them both. Let's hope this one goes a lot smoother. And quite honestly, either one that wins is going to have to play better than that in the next round.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go.
Nice shot. Well, the problem here is going to be the 3 to the 4. If you play shape for the 3 in the corner, you got to make sure you're not straight or on the wrong side of it. If you play it for the side,
It's going to be tough to get back down to the floor.
you better make sure you're kind of close to that to your work because you don't want to leave yourself on the wrong side here. You want to go going down towards down the table, not up the table. And he's good.
For what? Are you cutting that in the side?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes right in the side. And you can use a high ball. Don't hit anything. And bring the cue ball basically where his hand is at right now. Up and down.
Yeah, there it is.
Just don't end up straight. And now there's problems.
It's too straight.
Yeah, he's a little too straight. He's not going to be able to manipulate the angle very well. Why the hell doesn't John take the rack off the table? That annoys me. Take the damn rack off the table, John.
We're just going to play through it. I think he's freewheeling a little bit, this rack. He's just like, you know what? I'm going to hit it. We're going to get out. We'll see how it's done. There you go. No, I'm not going to take it off the table. I'm just going to move it around the table. I'm not going anywhere near it.
Well, it's not the easiest of positions here, but he should get out. And he's good.
Yeah, it looks good.
The benefit behind this situation is that the 9 balls are like in the perfect area to where you can be anywhere on the table and you'll play position for the 10, really. Anything but straight on the 9. Big generous angle. Don't be straight on the 8 though.
No, he's not straight on the 8. He's got a nice little angle.
That's all she wrote.
Should be.
Oh boy.
I don't love that, but I'm sure he'll get around for the 10.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's perfect. The only thing that can save Omar is a skid.
There we go.
That's
That's
awesome.
perfect. Omar will get up and give this to him. He's not even making shoot. There it is.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and with that, thank you